You're now watching Q News, and here are the top stories for this hour. Egypt's Foreign Minister Badr Abdelati has spoken with the U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken about Gaza and Syria. Abdelati called for an immediate ceasefire in Gaza, unimpeded humanitarian aid, and an end to Israel's targeting of the healthcare infrastructure. Regarding Syria, Abdelati emphasized Egypt's support for a nationally inclusive political transition. Blinken praised Egypt's vital role in regional stability during their discussion. Israeli Army radio has announced that the Kfir Brigade has withdrawn from the Gaza Strip after 2 consecutive months of fighting in its northern region. The radio station reported that the departure of the Kfir Brigade does not necessarily indicate a reduction in the number of active forces, noting that the brigade had lost 13 soldiers in northern Gaza over the past 2 months. Wafa news agency has reported that the occupation army arrested at least 20 Palestinians, including children and former prisoners, in the West Bank over the past 24 hours. It added that the arrests took place across several occupied West Bank governorates, including Hebron, Bethlehem, Tulkarem, Jericho, Ramallah, and Jerusalem. A plane carrying the Israeli delegation participating in the ceasefire negotiations for Gaza has returned to Israel from the Qatari capital, Doha. The Israeli Broadcasting Authority reported that the delegation, which had been conducting indirect negotiations with Hamas, boarded its flight on Sunday afternoon, returning to Tel Aviv from Doha, where it arrived on Friday. UN Human Rights Chief Volker Turk has criticized Israel's justification for striking Kamal Adwan Hospital in Gaza, describing it as vague and unsupported by evidence. Israel claimed credible intelligence linked the hospital to Hamas activities, but provided insufficient proof. Turk emphasized the need for an independent investigation into attacks on Gaza's hospitals, healthcare facilities, and infrastructure. This comes as the United Nations Security Council has convened to discuss the Israeli-Palestine conflict.
Which are often vague and broad. In some cases, they appear to be contradictory.
The Houthis have targeted an Israeli power station south of Haifa with a hypersonic missile. The Houthis spokesperson confirmed the successful strike on the Orot Rabin station, claiming that the operation achieved its goal. He also emphasized that support operations for Gaza would continue alongside ongoing military capability development. He stated that the Houthis are enhancing their military capabilities to pressure Israel into ending its aggression and lifting the Gaza blockade. Israeli Defense Minister Israel Katz has threatened to cancel the ceasefire agreement with Lebanon if Hezbollah does not withdraw from southern Lebanon. During a visit to an Israeli military base to attend an exhibition of weapons seized during the war, the Israeli Defense Minister claimed that Israel is committed to implementing the agreement with Lebanon. He stated that Israel would take measures to ensure the safe return of residents to northern settlements, but only if Hezbollah completely withdraws to the area south of the Litani River. Lebanese National News Agency has announced a new Israeli incursion in the town of Aitaroun and on the outskirts of the city of Taiba in southern Lebanon. Agency reported that an Israeli force advanced into the Zikzak area on the outskirts of Aitaroun, where they carried out land and road bulldozing. Additionally, Israeli helicopters flew over the heights of the Sheba farms in southern Lebanon. UNIFIL has issued a statement accusing the Israeli military of deliberately damaging facilities belonging to both UNIFIL and the Lebanese army in southern Lebanon. In its statement, UNIFIL noted that an Israeli bulldozer was observed destroying a blue barrel marking the ceasefire line between Lebanon and Israel in the El Labuna area, as well as the Lebanese Army observation tower near UNIFIL positions. The statement emphasized that the Israeli military deliberately and directly destroyed both UNIFIL property and Lebanese army infrastructure. And this concludes our top stories for this hour. Thanks for watching and stay tuned for more updates on Q News.